Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here at the one and only lodging conference, and I got Justin Jabara of Meyer Jabara Hotels. But before we hear his incredible wisdom, let's thank our friends over at Unifocus. Unifocus technology that drives value. Please check them out, unifocus.com. So we may be heading into some toughy times right now, but it seems to me that this last year, you've been kind of preparing yourself. You've been expanding, you've been getting systems in place. So give us a little recap of what you've been up to since we last talked here at the event.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
2025 was a busy year for us. I mean, we accomplished a lot. The portfolio grew. We added some spectacular assets to the company, as well as we did a merger with another company called Griffin Hotels, which expanded our presence through the Midwest and all the way out to Nevada.
That's amazing.
So it was quite busy, but it's interesting. I mean, if you look at our business, if you read all the data, and you just look at a P&L, you see it, right? And RevPAR growth is declining and inflation is still there. And so we have spent the whole year preparing for what I think is going to be another somewhat lackluster year ahead.
Well, lackluster seems like a positive compared to what I've been worried about in my own head.
Yeah.
But what are some of the things that you've done so you're going into this uncertain time feeling a little bit more certain, a little bit more confident?
So it's all about knowing what you're getting into, and it's about perspective. So lackluster actually isn't that bad,
Right.
right?
It just means that we're not making big growths. You're just kind of that big growth. You're just kind of moving along.
But we've spent a ton of time looking at the operating model and picking it apart and saying, is this the operating model which is going to make us successful in the future? So going line by line, looking at our expense model, right? Where's our opportunity? Where can we become more efficient? But also looking at the top line and saying, where can we generate revenues in areas of business lines that we have not generated revenues in before?
So how are you thinking about that? And what are some of those notions and thoughts?
So it's interesting. I mean, the first thing is I'd rather get more efficient than cut, right? And so to the extent we can get more efficient with the way that we process payroll or do accounting or even run the desk, that's a big benefit.
And I kind of see it. It's not like you'd cut somebody, but you might not have to hire a person in the future is kind of what I'm seeing that.
And it's also, how can technology help augment our day-to-day? If you're a sales manager, how can we utilize technology and AI to give us better tools so you can be more efficient with your day to focus on those revenue generating tasks?
Right. So it seems to me what you're really talking about is being more clever and figuring out, just like going through everything must be like such a chore, but you probably find a lot of hidden gold in there too.
It is. And I got to tell you, this is the time of the year. We're in budget seasons right now. And so that's a line by line, day by day activity for us. And I think it just prepares us for the year ahead.
Yeah. Are you thinking more in the year ahead, improving like same hotel sales or expansion of the company overall, or a little bit of both?
It's a little bit of both. We continue to grow, which is spectacular. We're growing as far as geographic ranges into new states, different asset classes, but it's also growth at the property level. We need to deliver for our shareholders, and that means cash.
Yeah.
And so we've got to look at that operating model and say, where can we get more cash out of the operating model?
That seems to me the big theme for 2026.
That's it.
Yep. That's it. Hey, you guys learned the lessons. You gotta find ways to save money and economize, but don't do it foolishly. Be smart with this guy. Learn how to use technology in order to strip out some of those costs while increasing your customer service. That's Justin. I'm Glenn. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. You guys are the best. We'll see you next time.